Hello there. This is Mr. D. Um, this is my, I think my fourth story in my mystery and unexplained. This is an interesting story, one I think we all probably come very close to, but maybe the conclusion is not the same in all the stories we may have. This one is about we forget to do things sometimes, and the days go on. Like I remember this day that happened about 30 years ago. And it was a Sabbath afternoon. I was enjoying myself and my family and all my kids. We had just moved to a town called San Clemente for a while, but we were going to church in a different town, which was about 30 miles away from San Clemente, but required us to cross over a highway called the Ortega Highway. It's in Riverside County. Well, we were enjoying ourselves and everything was going fantastic. We spent time with a friend, a very close friend, and it was getting dark, and it was getting about time we should be starting to think about leaving. So we started getting everything together in the car, the kids. I had 5 kids, 5 kids, and I got 6 grandchildren right now. I don't know if I ever learned, but we were all getting together, and we finally got out. We were probably dark by that time. I think it was getting close to 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock. I thought it was later, but when I put it all together to tell this story, it was like maybe my times are not right, but I can tell you it was dark and there was no traffic on this Ortega highway. For about 23 miles, this Ortega highway goes over the crest from Lake Elsinore to San Juan Capistrano. Really curvy when I was going over it 30, 40 years ago. Actually, 50 years ago. That's when I was in high school. And we used to travel it all the time. But it's different now, new world, new highways. But we were on our way to St. Clemente, and it was dark. And I remembered after I started on the road that I was low on gas. Us guys, we guys, we always got everything under cover. I'm sure our wives would probably vouch for that. But, I said, I got it. We're going to make it. Not consulting with Jesus at all. None of that stuff. I was a me person. And me persons don't really do very well when you put Jesus outside this picture. So I said, we got it. 23 miles. Come on, give me a break. I mean, I get over this hill and nothing. That's like a gallon or two of gas. So guess what? We head up off over the hill, and about halfway, I'd say 10 miles up, 10 miles to the next. Guess what? You never guess it. Not you couldn't. Yeah, I ran out of gas in the middle of nowhere. Nobody driving by in the pitch black of evening with 5 kids wanting to go home and go to bed. It wasn't good. My only alternative was to take and get out and start walking that 10 miles down to the gas stations in San Juan and turn around and walk back. But you know what? Another problem was I had no gas can. So I told my wife, well, we have to hope for the best. I expected her to be quiet, take care of the kids, keep the doors locked, and do not get out. It is dark out there, and you don't know what's out there. So I got out and I crossed the road, and I was getting myself situated. Guess what? I don't even think I took and stuck my thumb out. Who would see my thumb anyway in the pitch black of a highway up in the mountains? Come on. I mean, that's not realistic. I don't know if I would stop for somebody on the hill. But I turned around and guess what? There was a car there. I think it was a pickup truck, if I can remember. There was a car there. He offered me to give me a ride down to the gas station and he would bring me back. And I said, wow. I said, I don't have a gas. Oh, I have one in the back. I couldn't believe it. A gas can too. So guess what? I took him and he gave me a ride all the way down. I got some gas and we came back up and he brought me to the car and I started putting gas in the car. And I turned around and say thank you. And he's gone. Like he'd never been there. A total stranger in the middle of nowhere of night, stopping, giving me a ride down and back, and then disappear. Nothing. So the question I want to say is, who was he? Was he an angel? Was it my imagination? This never happened. I must have dreamt it. Or I don't know. I mean, it was a weird evening. I'll ask you, do you believe that an angel will help you if you run out of gas in the middle of nowhere? I believe God will send. I really do. I believe God will provide a solution to our problem. May not always be what we are expecting, but there's some kind of solution. I have some stories coming up that deal with that very philosophy of what happens when God has plans and we change those plans or we don't follow those plans. I hope to see you there. I'm glad that you're able to watch this story. I want you to think about it. Don't run out of gas, please. That's not what I want you to do. Make sure you have gas in there. Make sure that you're listening to your wife and make sure that everything goes good. God bless you. And I hope I see you soon. Bye-bye.